introduce myself once again. Anya Chagulanyi Sentamu Robert aka Bobi Wine aka Okelo. Abedo Ladik President Main National Unity Platform. Yeah man, today I would have spoken Luo, but I don't want to scare you. I am very, very glad to see you, my brothers and sisters. Today is a special day. I started with that song saying Afande sipigane na wewe na kupigania, to communicate to our brothers and sisters in the police and in the military, those that are used to suffocate the voices that are fighting for the people of Uganda. And I know that majority of them come from northern Uganda. And they have the same problems like every other Ugandan. They have children like us. Their children are missing school just like our children. Their wives are suffering with bad health care like our wives. And I know that in a better Uganda we shall all enjoy. I want to thank Madam Deputy President for the very honorable introduction. But before I go any further, I want to tell the people of Kole that apart from Bobi Wine and all these other leaders, you have a young man. You have a young leader. That young man called Emmanuel. I want you to clap for him. I don't know what his first name means, but as Christians we are taught that Emmanuel means God is with us. When he was speaking, I remembered myself in Chadondo 7 or 8 years ago in 2017. In fact, it's 8 years ago. And I saw myself. And I was wondering whether you people know the kind of jewel that you have. Because we live in a country where leadership is only identified or recognized by money. Or by gray hair. Or by how big your stomach is. Or by how old you are. This young man has none of this. But if you could see as I see, and if you could sense as I sense, you would make this man your member of parliament. You would never regret that. This is a representation of a new Uganda. A young Uganda. A young Uganda. A Uganda that is ready to start again. A Uganda that is not affected by the terrible past that we all know. The past that none of us was part of. That none of us even participated in. But a terrible past that was forced onto us. And we were forced to dislike each other. We were forced to inherit the mistakes in the past. I tell you today, my brothers and sisters, that from the east to the west, from the north to the south and to the central, we dare to build a new Uganda. That young Uganda. And this young man, Emmanuel, represents that. You can take your seat, my brother. It is in the same breath that I see comrades like Ageno and all the candidates that we have here. For me to take a decision to come into politics, I was not a politician. But I saw that all the great people, all the professionals before us had been destroyed. All the professors, all the engineers, all the intellectuals. And I realized that we are the hope that we've been looking for. Everything that we want God to do for us, God will do through us, using us. My brothers and sisters, it has been 40 years. It has been 40 years. 40 years of pain. 40 years of slavery. 40 years of poverty. 40 years of brainwash. 40 years of destruction. I think now we can all agree that enough is enough. I said enough is enough. Enough of the pain. Enough of the lies. Enough of the brainwash. Enough of the manufactured hate. Yesterday when I was traveling from Bunyoro, we used Masindi Port to access Lango. And I had the rare honor of being received by my brother, Honorable Jimmy Akena. And yes, I was honored to go and salute the resting place of our founding father, Dr. Acholi Subregion. But as I was driving, going to Apache for the first rally, I was thinking so many things. I wish I knew how to speak very clear Luo. I would speak it today. But this producer of mine, Dan Magic, he refused to teach me. Come here, Dan Magic. Come here, Dan Magic. This man is the first great people, you know. People, power! Our power! Bulume now, apoyo yo mede no to altine. I'm not to go away. I'm going to come. People power! Our power! And I better thing now. You better hear what Daniel Olira. To what he about Hekano. Tina Chui Wanguni. Achu meko biuni jo erokelo propaganda ikinwa kan mebelo kompani NUP obelo party unami keken et abinu kan meko biuni imwaha 1962 Apollo Milton Obore obino timo coalition kere KY teki card wonwa Milton Obore otimo government note ati abinu kan mebelo wa bulume lao pingo one bully memwahani to ye me note me oriema wero ko Uganda okela wobi atitini atini Uganda atinwa mekonyo water Uganda enyime tiente kipoti mukino dihimacha Uganda baloko pangyo kanodo kere balo wano tinlami people power our power apoyo mewinya onu. Thank you very much, Dan Magic. We have to make it government policy in New Uganda to teach all languages in schools. Because when we are recording music in studio, I always tell him that Luo sounds like Jamaican language. Because in Uganda, when you're saying Uganda is a good country, you just say Uganda sinunji, but in Luo you say Uganda lobo mabere. Sounds like Jamaican. So that way we will learn to appreciate each other. We, our generation, like you saw producer Dan Magic here, like you see my sister again, and all of us here, the young people from Lango, the young people from Bunyoro, the young people from Busoga, the young people from Buganda, from West Nile, and all of Uganda. We all have dreams. We all see each other through the lenses of brotherhood. But I will tell you that we have been systematically and intentionally divided. This started, it began as soon as Museveni took power. Museveni took over our country in 1986. Many of you were not born. I am older than 90% of you, but I was also only 4 years. But they told us so many lies that were meant to divide us. Yesterday I was talking to the people of Apache, and I told them that because I take time to research, I took time and found out the truth. Ever since Museveni took power, he made it his business to demolish and to destroy the names and the images of the presidents that came before him. We were babies. He told us that Obote was bad. He told us that the people from the north were bad. And I'm sure he was also telling you that the people from Buganda are bad. Now I will tell you, in December, on the 26th of December 2004, there was an old man from UPC. He was called Adonia Tiverondwa. I'm sure many old UPC members know Adonia Tiverondwa. He was a great UPC man, and he died in 2004. But when they were burying him in Bushenyi, on the 24th of December 2004, Museveni's general Kainda Otafire, the one who was fighting with Museveni in the war, a spirit came over him and he said the truth. I said the spirit came over him and he said the truth. Now this is what he said. Because he knew he was in power, he told people the truth. He told them that the real truth is that it is not the UPC people that went to the villages of Uganda and killed the people. He said the NRA rebels would put on UPC t-shirts with the face of President Obote. And they would go to the villages of Luwero and kill people and cut off their necks. They did this in the presence of their children. Now after doing that, to come back after around 1 hour, and they pretend to be rescuing us, and they say, you see, those UPC people have killed you. And our parents thinking that it is the UPC people that did those. And we were told to hate. But finally the truth came out. It did not only end there. Even after the war, after Museveni took power in 1986, All of you have heard stories of the NRA soldiers that came to northern Uganda and wreaked havoc and started killing people and raping people, both women and men. And he made sure he uses Baganda soldiers. Now that is the carefully manufactured hate that was intended to divide us. I am very glad that I come to you when the truth has already come out. So much damage have been made in the past, brothers and sisters. So much damage that we were forced to inherit. And we were taught to ignore the beauty that keeps us together. For us in Uganda, we were even taught by the Museveni regime to forget that Dr. Obote married a Uganda woman. But I'm glad to tell you, young people, that we have a chance to build a new Uganda. We have a chance to start again. Because the same person that wreaked havoc where I come from is the same person that destroyed here. When you look carefully, especially here in Lango, the most educated people are the old people. You will notice that most professors are the old people. The education system has been destroyed. The healthcare system has been destroyed. The road network system has been destroyed. Even agriculture and your cash crops have been destroyed. This has not only happened here, this has happened in Busoga, it has happened in Karamoja, it has happened everywhere. But the good thing is that we have an opportunity now. While we unite, we as the leaders, it is important to unite as the people. And this is the message that I go preaching all over the country. This is our 1962. This is the time for us to get real independence. It has been 63 years since independence. And out of those 63 years, Museveni has covered 40 years. 40 years of gun rule. He came to power claiming an election in 1980 was rigged. But he has been rigging elections since then up to now. He came claiming he's going to fight against the abuse of human rights. But up to now, people are picked and they go missing forever. So it is time for us to go back and retrace our effort of fighting disease, poverty, and ignorance. So it's for that reason that I present myself here, ladies and gentlemen. Not only me, but all my brothers and sisters here. To seek your mandate, to seek the opportunity and permission from you. So that we can dream again. So we can build again. So we can start again. Development stopped when Museveni took over. He criticizes the former presidents, but even the hospitals that we have today were built by Obote. Many of the roads that we use today were built by either Obote or Amin. It has only been corruption for the last 40 years. It is not a mistake that we have bad roads here. Not that we don't have money. Uganda is rich, but the Ugandans are poor. Lango is rich, but the Langi are poor. And that is the same thing all over. Every year we lose 10 trillion shillings to corruption. I did not say million and I did not say billion. I said trillion. Listen to me carefully. There is 1,000 million in 1 billion. And there is 1,000 billion in 1 trillion. Every year the Museveni family steals 10 trillion from you. That means they steal 10,000 billion. Now every 5 years we lose 50 billion. Sorry, 50 trillion. It's even uncountable money. If we had good leadership, that money would be enough to pave, to tarmac all the road network in Uganda. As we speak now, our children are not in school. The primary children are not studying. Right now, even as the campaigns are going on. Why? Because the teachers are not being paid. The money that is supposed to pay teachers, Museveni is paying musicians to sing praises for him. The money that is supposed to pay health workers, look how many police officers and military are following this small man called Bobi Wine. And yet they are also not well paid. Just like the teachers and medical workers. I have something I want to tell you today. In a new Uganda, all this is going to change. I could go on and on about our problems, but I will use the next 2 or 3 minutes to shine a light to show you what is going to happen in a new Uganda. First of all, after removing Museveni, we are going to get outright freedom for every Ugandan. Museveni is going to be the last dictator in Uganda. Never again will a president be in power for 40 years. He came demonizing a person that was in power for only 2 terms. Now Museveni has been in power for 8 terms. Almost 8 terms. And he wants another. We can stop that, brothers and sisters. In that new Uganda, we shall be led by the law. All of us. All of us will be equal before and under the law. You will never find one tribe claiming they are better than another tribe. You will never find any discrimination in promotion in the military. You will not find all ministers coming from the same region. To get a government job, it will not depend on the size of your nose. It will depend on the size of your brain and your willingness to work. Ugandan who is not a soldier will be taken to the court martial. And among the first things to do will be to release all political prisoners. To release Dr. Kizabesige because he's innocent. To release Eddie Mutwe because he's innocent. To release Alex Waishamufumiro because he's innocent. And to release the innocent people put on court martial for 7 years. My brothers and sisters, you are not going to find a president behaving like a god. Uganda is not a kingdom and it will never be a kingdom. Uganda is a republic. Museveni is trying to turn our country into a kingdom of Rachitura. He has reduced our country to family rule. Where you find he is the president, his son is the head of the military, his wife is a minister for education, his brother is controlling the biggest budget in the country, and so on and so forth. That is not going to happen again. You will not be ruled by people you have not voted for. We are going to abolish the RSDCs and RCCs because you never elected them. All the leaders that rule over you will have to be by you. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Nothing to you. You are with the president of the country, the incoming president of the country right now. So nothing should scare you. That so many people have been chased off their land. Many people have been displaced. That is going to change in the new Uganda. People power. Our power. NUP. Everywhere. I want you to tell those police officers also that their life is going to change in the new Uganda. Hello, police officer. Please tell your wife to vote for Chagulani. Because your wife is going to live a better life. The lowest salary of a police officer is going to be 1 million. Your promotion will not depend on your tribe. Your wife is going to have medical insurance. Your children will go to the same schools like the minister's children. There will be medicine in our hospitals. We are going to get the military off the lakes and all water bodies. The Ugandans will have the same right. Yes, I say it again, we are going to make sure the lakes are yours once and for all. No soldier will chase you off the lake. That is your natural resource. So brothers and sisters, as I conclude, I'm requesting you to come out and vote. Tell everyone to come out and vote. There's been a very big effort to stop us from voting because majority of the voters are young people. Therefore they tell you that your vote does not matter. Oh yes, your vote matters. We are many, we are young, we are intelligent, and we can change our country. So when you go to vote, you're going to see a symbol. That symbol is going to be the umbrella. When you see the umbrella, just put a tick. Right from president all the way to LC1. When you got the umbrella, you are signing your appointment letter to get a job. When you vote for Chagulanyi, you're signing a letter that is chasing the army away from the lake. When you vote for Chagulanyi, you're signing a release letter for Dr. Besigye and all political prisoners. When you vote for the umbrella end to tribalism. When you vote for this umbrella, you're voting for national unity. You're voting for a new beginning. You're voting for reconciliation. You're voting for love. You're voting for a new Uganda. Please come out and vote. Don't be intimidated. I ask you to send this message to everybody you know. Start with your parents. Talk to your mother and your father. Talk to your brother. Because for this to work, we have to do it together. I can only speak to you, but I'm requesting you to change this message into your language. Tell everybody you meet that this is not about Bobi Wine, this is about all of us. Let us do it for our children and our grandchildren. Our fathers and our mothers' future was stolen away. Even us, our youthful years have been stolen away. Let us do this for our children. Finally, I will also tell you this. Just like there were efforts to stop me from nominating, because Museveni fears anybody that can upstage him. With the same unfairness, they stopped Honorable Akena from nominating. I know it hurt many of you, and you have the opportunity to pay back in your vote. This is called protest vote. I will not tell you what to do, you know what to do. I will not tell you what to do, you know what to do. Give us this chance to build together. Give us this chance to right the wrongs of the past. Give us this chance to unite a new generation. In history, we can do it, but we can only do it with your permission. So ladies and gentlemen, let me also ask you, my brothers and sisters, man, vote for me. Vote for Bobi Wine. Vote for Acholi Subregion, the toleration president. Look at the president you're going to have. Not the other old man that cannot even walk. He does not even remember the year that he is in. He thinks we are in 1925. He has humiliated you. He has taken away your freedom. He has taken away your dignity. He has humiliated your leaders. And he thinks now you are too broken and you have no option but to vote for him. Give me your mandate and you will see what happens in a new Uganda. Give me your vote and you will see what happens in the new generation. We are going to change this country. We are going to fulfill the dreams of independence. The dreams of our brothers and sisters that have died in the struggle to make Uganda better. Please come out and vote. Make sure you come out and vote. Don't give up on your right. We are not fighting with guns like Museveni. We are not terrorists like Museveni. We are not bandits like Museveni. Our forefathers told us, you the young people, I want you to go on YouTube, I want you to go on TikTok. One day, you go on YouTube and TikTok, you will find it out yourself. These are not my words. One day, President Milton Obote said Museveni is not a Ugandan. Up to now, he has never proved himself that he is doing to the Ugandans. To make Ugandans lower than non-Ugandans. I now am convinced that man is not a Ugandan. Here I am, a Ugandan like you. Here I am, a person from your generation. Here I am, a person with the same pain like you. Here I am, a man who comes to you not with a gun but with words to communicate to you, to talk to your heart, to talk to your conscience. I request you, brothers and sisters, let us start a new chapter, a chapter that is of not shedding blood, a chapter of not grabbing power, a chapter of not torturing people. This man came with murder. He continues to kill our people even today. He made his son chief of defense forces. And you people that are on Twitter, you see what Muhozi posts every day. He abducts our brothers and tortures them on camera. And he says he took Eddie Mutwe, cut off his beard and stripped him naked on camera, and he said he's teaching him Lunyankore. We can vote that nonsense out. But we can only do that with your mandate, brothers and sisters. I can only talk to you about a few things. But you know much more than I do, especially you people from Northern Uganda. Because of time, let me conclude with this one story. And I request you to pay attention. Once upon a time, there was a dictator in Russia. His name was Joseph Stalin. He had taken power over and he had disposed a loved leader of Russia. He became the leader of Russia by force. So one day he was talking to his generals. He told them, I want to teach you how to enslave people and make them bow to you. So he got a live chicken. He started plucking it off its feathers. One by one, the chicken was still alive. You know how cruel that is, and how painful that is for a chicken. He plucked off one by one feathers. The chicken was crying, but he never stopped. After he finished all the feathers, the chicken was shaking with pain and also bleeding. He put the chicken down on the floor. Then he pulled out a few maize grains. All his generals were looking. He started throwing the maize to the chicken as he walks away. The chicken was in pain, but the chicken was also hungry. So the chicken started picking the maize while following that dictator. Picked the maize while following the dictator. So that dictator told his generals, this is how you humiliate people. This is how you rule over people. This is how you control people. That is exactly what Museveni has done to the people of Northern Uganda. He has humiliated your loved leaders. He has tried to rub away all the great things that they did for Uganda. He has tried to make us forget that Dr. Bote built Mulago Hospital. And then he came to the people of northern Uganda. He made them poor. He made them impoverished. He killed their leaders. And then he got a few coins and he started throwing. And then a few people started following him. I want us to say enough is enough. We don't want to be fed on what belongs to us. You must take back what belongs to you. And you can take that through a vote. When you vote a leader into power, you can vote that leader out of power. I know Museveni is planning to rig the election. He did that in 2021. And he was hiding behind COVID. Today there is no COVID. Today there is no COVID. Today we call this a protest vote. First step is look for that vote. Make sure people understand what you're talking about. Make sure people understand it is about their future. Then ask many people to come out and vote. According to Electoral Commission, there are 19 million registered voters. Out of that 19 million, more than 17 million are young people like you. I am asking you, let us make this a generational revolution. Encourage every Ugandan to come out and vote. We are moving all over the country, sensitizing people to come out and vote. Every time you don't vote, you're giving somebody the opportunity to decide for you. Please decide for yourself. Come out and vote. We should have a big voter turnout. Because if voters are few, it helps Museveni. But if we vote in millions, I say if we vote in millions, that means it is very hard to rig that election. Let us vote in millions. And after voting, don't leave the polling station. I want you to stay there. And I want you to be very angry. When you're voting, I want you to think about the economy. When you're voting, I want you to think about the lakes where they've chased people. When you're voting, I want you to think about your cattle, your cows that they took and they've never compensated for 40 years. So after voting, stay there and keep your vote. Stay there and guard the vote. And if they try to rig it, you will be seeing what is happening in Jinja. You will see what happens in Kampala. You will see what happens in other towns in Uganda. And when you see other Ugandans rising, please rise with them. Let us all rise together and say enough is enough. I can tell you, when we do that, if we do that, Uganda will never be the same again. Our education system will never be the same again. We will never be as poor as we are. We will get confidence that our grandfathers wanted us to have. What you are is not what your grandfather planned you to be. Our lives were planned better at independence. We can re-achieve that, brothers and sisters. I want to thank you for listening to me. You have listened very attentively. Now I want to ask all of you to become agents. Especially you, the young men and young women. I want you to be the Bobi wine of your house. The Bobi wine of your town. Bobi wine is not any different from you. It is just a matter of knowing what you want and you pursue it. Together we can change our country. Thank you very much for listening to me. And may God bless you. May God guide us. I'm looking forward to coming back here in the new Uganda as the president of Uganda, with a cabinet that has all tribes, with a military that has all tribes, with a better functioning healthcare. God bless you, my brothers, for God and my country.
Uganda Media One tuli live akasera kano gifollowing Uganda Media One gifollowing katika